Elena Vasquez stood in the sleek glass-walled conference room of Apex Innovations, their tech startup overlooking the bustling San Francisco skyline. At 38, she was the visionary CEO, her sharp mind turning ideas into multi-million-dollar realities. The office was a modern marvel, polished chrome desks, ergonomic chairs, and walls adorned with abstract art that screamed innovation. But today, the air felt thick with unspoken tension. Her husband, Marcus, her co-founder and CFO, sat across from her, his usual charming smile replaced by a nervous fidget. They'd built Apex together over a decade, blending their marriage with their business. Elena trusted him implicitly, until now. "I found the emails, Marcus," she said, her voice steady but laced with ice. She slid her tablet across the table, displaying messages from his assistant, Lila, that weren't just flirtatious but detailed plans to siphon company funds into a secret account. Worse, there were photos, intimate ones, from a business trip that was clearly anything but. Marcus's face paled. "Elena, it's not what it looks like. Lila and it was a mistake." "And the funds?" "Just reallocating for a side project." "A side project that involves embezzling from our company? And sleeping with her while we're married?" Elena's heart hammered, a storm of shock and betrayal crashing over her. Inner thoughts raced. How could I be so blind? 10 years, and this is what it comes to? She stormed out, the elevator ride down feeling like a descent into hell. Back in their luxury penthouse, a sprawling space with floor-to-ceiling windows offering views of the Golden Gate Bridge, Elena collapsed on the white leather sofa. Tears came, hot and furious. Anger isn't enough. I need a plan. The next morning, Elena called her loyal assistant, Sofia Ramirez, a sharp-witted 28-year-old who'd been with Apex since day one. Sofia arrived at the penthouse with coffee and a no-nonsense attitude. "Boss, what the hell happened?" "You look like you've been through a war," Sofia said, setting down the tray in the sunlit kitchen, where marble countertops gleamed under pendant lights. Elena explained everything, her voice cracking. "I need help, Sofia." Discreetly. Sofia nodded. "I've got your back. First, we secure your assets. Change passwords, freeze joint accounts. I'll loop in my cousin, Javier, he's a forensic accountant. And you need a lawyer. I know a shark, Rebecca Klein. She's handled high-profile divorces and corporate fraud." By afternoon, Elena met Rebecca in her downtown office, a historic building with oak-paneled walls and views of the bay. Rebecca, a formidable woman in her 50s with silver-streaked hair, listened intently. "This is textbook embezzlement and infidelity," Rebecca said. "We'll file for divorce citing irreconcilable differences, but we'll build a case for the sabotage. No revenge fantasies, legal and ethical only. Prioritize self-preservation." Elena's mind whirled. "This hurts, but I won't let it destroy me. I'm rebuilding from the ground up." That evening, Elena retreated to a seaside villa in Big Sur she'd rented for solitude, a cozy wooden cabin perched on cliffs, waves crashing below. The salty air cleared her head as she journaled her rage. "Shock is fading. Anger fuels me now." Back in the city, Elena's plan unfolded. With Javier's help, they uncovered Marcus had diverted $500,000 to a shell company tied to Lila. "It's clean evidence," Javier said over video call from his cluttered home office, screens flickering with data. "We can trace it without alerting him." Elena shifted gears professionally. She met with potential allies at a networking event in a chic urban loft downtown, exposed brick walls, artisanal cocktails, and tech moguls mingling. There, she connected with tech investor Victor Hale, a grizzled mentor in his 60s who'd faced his own betrayals. "I've heard about Apex," Victor said, sipping whiskey. "Rumors of internal strife. If you're looking to pivot, I can back you. But only if you cut the dead weight. Elena's response was calculated. I'm open to alliances. Let's discuss equity stakes. Meanwhile, Rebecca initiated legal proceedings. In a tense mediation session at her office, Marcus arrived with his lawyer, looking smug. Elena, let's not make this ugly, he said. You made it ugly, she replied coolly. I'm seeking full control of Apex and restitution for the embezzlement. Inner turmoil bubbled. Part of me wants to scream, but empowerment comes from control. Sophia, now her right hand, whispered encouragement. You've got this, Elena. He's scrambling. Elena also transferred personal assets, stocks, the penthouse deed, into a trust, advised by Rebecca. Self-preservation first, Rebecca reminded her. Emotionally, anger morphed into determination. In therapy sessions at a quiet mountain cabin retreat, pine-scented air, crackling fireplaces, Elena processed her grief. I thought he was my partner in everything, she told her therapist, Dr. Lena Torres, a wise woman with a calming presence. But betrayal showed me my own strength. Elena's career shift accelerated. With Victor's backing, she negotiated a buyout of Marcus's shares in Apex. In a boardroom showdown at their corporate office, sleek monitors displaying financial projections, Marcus fumed. You're sabotaging me, he accused. No, Marcus, Elena said evenly. You sabotaged us. This is justice. The deal closed, Elena retained 70% ownership, with Victor as a silent partner. She rebranded Apex to Novatech, focusing on ethical AI, her passion project sidelined by Marcus's greed. New allies emerged. At a business conference in a historic estate in Napa Valley, vineyards rolling under golden sunsets, Elena met Mia Chin, a rival-turned-ally entrepreneur. I'd been through a similar mess, Mia confided over wine on a terrace. Let's collaborate. My network can boost Nova. Their partnership bloomed, joint ventures, shared resources. Elena's inner thoughts shifted, from isolation to connection. Betrayal opened doors I never saw. Personally, Elena sold the penthouse and moved to a modern loft in the Mission District, vibrant murals outside, minimalist interiors inside. Supportive friends like Sophia hosted game nights, laughter echoing off exposed beams. You're glowing, Elena, Sophia said. This is your empowerment era. But shadows lingered. Marcus, facing embezzlement charges, pleaded guilty to lesser fraud, losing his career. Lila, exposed, fled the city, her reputation in tatters. By summer, Elena's emotional evolution peaked. Shock and anger had given way to peace. In a natural retreat, a serene forest cabin with hiking trails, she meditated, reflecting, I discovered resilience in the ruins. Self-discovery isn't about the fall, it's the rise. Novatech thrived, landing a major contract. Elena mentored young women at events, sharing her story. Betrayal tests you, but it doesn't define you. In a final confrontation, Marcus called. Elena, can we talk? I regret everything. Her response was firm, I've moved on. Find your own peace. Hanging up, she felt closure. 8 months later, Elena stood on the deck of her new seaside villa in Monterey, waves lapping at the shore, the air crisp with possibility. Novatech was a beacon of innovation, and she'd found love with Alex Rivera, a kind-hearted environmental consultant met through Mia. This is my new chapter, she told Alex, watching the sunset. Purpose, connection, it's all here. Marcus faded into obscurity, his actions' consequences a quiet justice. Elena, resilient and empowered, left the past behind, embracing fresh horizons.